So, do you still think all of this is just a trick? I mean, honestly. Yeah. It's video, it's life. Do you still think everything's a trick? It's like made up? Well, of course it's made up. Everything you do is made up. The light's in the wrong direction. Do you know I used to have 60-watt bulbs, no 100-watt bulbs? Terrible these days. The lighting is bloody awful. I'm sorry, hang on, let me pull that down a bit. Do you mind if pausing it a second? Get some light in here. Pause! Too dark. Good evening. And here is today's news, according to The Sun. Andrew's got a penis. Wow. Did you read? Have you read The Sun? I'm going to get the real same thing. I got The Sun today, right? I'm going to close up with it. And the headline of The Sun was like, Andrew's got a penis. Something like that. Some guy, poor sod, he was born without a willy, like. He was born without a willy. And he had to have a bionic penis. He had a bionic penis fitted. Seriously. It was headline news in The Sun. Seriously, it was headline news today. It's the day. What day is it? It's the 12th, I think. Yes, it's the 12th of the 9th. 2018. Headline of The Sun. I think it was like, Andrew's got a penis. Because this poor bloke, no seriously, this poor bloke, he got born without a willy, you see. For some reason he had some biological thing. He was born without a penis. So what the surgeons did is they got flesh from the guy's arm and a vein from his leg, you see, and a vein from his leg to make a penis, right, to give the guy a penis. And somehow it's, he's got a button which gives it a hard on, apparently, right? So I'm talking about penises tonight, yeah? Actually, wouldn't it have been a better idea? Sorry, it's a bit late now in the day, but wouldn't it have been a better idea, rather than taking flesh from the guy's arm, you've taken a vein out of his leg, yeah? Apparently they used a vein from the guy's leg, yeah? And the skin off his arm. So now he's got scars on his arm where the skin's been ripped off on his arm, on his forearm. It's all bare flesh now on his raw forearm. And a scar on his leg where they've taken out the vein. Wouldn't it have made more sense? Because it's easier to cover your legs than it is to cover your arm, you see. Wouldn't it have made more sense to take the skin off the leg? You know when they take the vein out of the leg, so they took a vein out of the guy's leg, right? I'm the doctor. Well, I'm not a doctor, but you know, I'm me. All right, I was the first 3 doctors, all right? Yes, the first 3. All right, yes. But I'll explain later. They took the skin off the arm and a vein out of the leg. Wouldn't it have made more sense to actually take skin off the leg, maybe the back of the thigh? Because it's easy to, you can wear a pair of short, baggy shorts and you can't see the leg, yeah? You can't see the leg when you're wearing a pair of baggy shorts, yeah? You can't see the top part of the leg. So it wouldn't matter if you have a scar on the top part of the leg. But when you take the skin off the arm, when you cut the skin off the arm, surely that would create a nasty scar around the forearm, yeah? So he'd have a nasty scar around his forearm for the rest of his life. He's got a penis now, so that's one thing, isn't it? He has got a penis now. But I'm just saying, why didn't they take when they took the vein out for the penis, why didn't they take the skin off the leg? It would have made more sense to take the skin off the leg, the top part of the leg. Because with skin grafts, right? You take the skin graft off the arm, but it's going to make the arm look really bad. But if you took the skin graft of the leg, back of the leg, it wouldn't look so bad. It wouldn't matter so much, would it? I'm saying, why did the surgeons take skin off the arm? Why didn't they take the skin off the leg? Same effect it would have been, I would have thought. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm saying now he's got a massive scar on his arm, hasn't he? But at least he's got a penis, which hopefully works, sort of thing. So congratulations, mate. You were the front page of the bloody Sun, Andrew. I've got it at my mum's. I might have to keep that. That's quite funny. Headline news of the Sun. 12th of fucking September 2018. Headline of the Sun. Andrew's got a penis. Or something like that. But there's a lot of transgender going on now. I think there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if boys want to be girls, girls want to be boys. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm quite happy with it. I'm gay. I mean, I'm gay anyway. I take up the fucking arse. And lately my penis has been a bit limp. My willy's been a little bit limp lately. I find it very hard to get a hard on in the last couple of weeks. Just in the last couple of weeks, I'm sort of finding it very hard to get a hard on. I don't know. Very annoying, I must admit. But I mean, there's boys who want to be girls and girls who want to be boys. Can I tell you that everybody has a mirror? Everyone has a mirror, a reflection of themselves, right? Simple biological fact. You're born a boy. It's not a mistake. It's not God's mistake. It's not a mistake. If you're born a boy, you're born a boy. If you're born a girl, you're born a girl. If you want to change your sex, that's up to you. You know, you've got the technology to do it. Fine. Fine, but I don't care. But it wasn't a mistake to be born in a particular body. Some boys are very girly. That has always been the case throughout history. You know, some boys like to dress up as girls. Some girls like to dress up as boys. You should have been here in the 18th century, man. You know, the 1700s and whatever. Fucking hell. The makeup the blokes used to wear. Some blokes used to wear dresses at the balls. It's true. In the 18th century, it was blokes and women both used to wear makeup and wigs and stuff. A lot of them wore wigs and stuff. And we used to dance in ballrooms and things like that. And if we didn't have a ballroom, we'd dance in the bloody hayloft or whatever. Or in the fields. You know. People always used to dance, even if they were poor or rich. Didn't matter. People used to dance. We had folk dances everywhere. In the summertime, people would dance in the field. You know, have fun. But times change. Now you've got a computer. Wow. Bit boring, isn't it? Watching a computer every day. It'd be more fun to dance in the field, wouldn't it? It'd be more fun to sort of like be friendly a little bit. Anyway, there's boys who want to be girls, yeah. All right, fair enough. Always have been, always will be. There's girls who want to be boys. Always have been, always will be. Some girls like dressing up as boys. Always have been, always will be. Have you ever heard of Mary Read and not Anne Boleyn, what was that? Is it? Not Mary Read. Mary Read and... I've forgotten her name now. Famous pirate. Anne Bonny, I think was. What was it? No, it wasn't Anne Bonny. It was Anne something, I think. Can I put this on pause a minute? Sorry, it was Anne Bonny. I was right. There was Anne Bonny and Mary Read. Do you know how they became pirates? Do you know how Anne Bonny and Mary Read became pirates? Absolutely true stories. They signed on to a pirate ship dressed as boys, right? They were dressed as boys, as blokes. And they were out at sea and they had a big battle, really big battle, with one of the Navy ships sort of thing. And I think one of them got shot. I don't know which one it was, but one of them got shot. I think in the chest, in the shoulder chest area. And when the doctor looked at the wound, he realised it was a girl. She was a girl. I think one of them. That's how they got busted. Because Anne Bonny and Mary Read were posing as blokes, sort of thing, on the pirate ships. You know, had quite a reputation as fucking good fighters. And then they fucking somehow they found out that they were girls. Now, girls were never allowed on ships, man. In that time, in the 16th century, 17th century, I think it was, sort of, I can't, 17th century, 16th, I can't remember. By the way, you know, women weren't allowed at sea. In fact, women were allowed to do jobs for the most part, except to the countryside, where they did all the work. You know, I mean, professional jobs and stuff, you know. There were nurses, always nurses. Yeah, women have always been nurses, haven't they? Have women always been nurses? Women have always worked, for the most part. They didn't. You know, it depends what class, I suppose, in society. I don't know a lot about. I was talking about penises anyway, yeah. But Mary Read and Anne Bonny, and eventually they became really, really famous as the bitches of piracy. You know, that made a good movie actually. That made a great pirate movie. Wouldn't that make a great historical pirate movie? It hasn't been made yet. I know it hasn't been made yet. It's 2018. What about Anne Bonny and Mary Read? Yeah? That would make a fantastic fucking film. Two bitch pirates. Yeah. Just occurred to me, because they haven't made that film yet. They made a shit Blackbeard one. Fuck that. They haven't made William Bonny yet, have they? They haven't made a William Bonny movie about... William Kidd. They've made William Bonny, and that's Billy the Kid. But they haven't made William Kidd movie yet, have they? I don't think. I don't know. Maybe they have about in the 1950s, maybe. But I'm pretty sure no one's made a movie about... they've made TV documentaries and shit. There's documentaries and crap about... and there's documentaries and things about it. But I mean, Anne Bonny and Mary Read were female pirates, girls. They were two fucking really, really famous women in history. Like, cool. Anyway, yeah, I'm talking about penises tonight. But I noticed in the news, I've read it in the news and National Geographic, like, there's a lot of boys having turning into girls and girls turning into boys or something. Because they grow up with penises for the. I think what they do for when girls turn into boys, they take out the womb or something like that and take out their tits or whatever. And then I think they use skin grafts and stuff to make the penis, don't they? So you're always going to have a scar unless it's... How do they make the penis for a girl who turns into a boy? How do they actually make the penis? I don't know yet. I haven't looked it up on YouTube. I'm scared to. I'm fucking scared to. I don't want to look that up. I really don't want to look it up on YouTube, honestly. You probably can. How they turn create a penis for a transgender person, sort of thing. But I mean, it's like, fine. That's fine. And there's boys and boys with boys. What they do is they cut off their willies or something. Ow! Fucking, that's my nightmare. That is. That's the worst nightmare I've ever had. I never want to lose my willy. Fuck's sake! I had a big sister. Thank you very much. Said I had a big sister. Thank you very much. I don't want to lose my willy. Oh, she's still up there. Believe me. Dream world is where you go. Heaven is where you go when you're asleep, right? What heaven actually is the place you go to. Why do you think I sleep so much? Don't you ever wonder when I'm not working, I sleep a hell of a lot? Because heaven is where you go when you die. Well, when you go when you're asleep. When you're asleep, your body is basically dead. Well, it's resting, isn't it? Your body's resting. You know, when you're asleep. It's asleep. Your body actually, when you're asleep and you're dreaming, your body's almost like just a cushion. You know, it's there, but you're still in your body when you're dreaming, aren't you? Even when you're dreaming, you're still in your body, yeah? You're always in your body when you're dreaming, aren't you? Have you noticed that? You're always you. Well, I am anyway. But you're different situations, different places and faces and stuff. But you're always the same person when you're dreaming, aren't you? And it's like being in heaven when you're asleep and you're dreaming when you're asleep, yeah? But then you wake up to hell and life goes on. But what I'm saying, I mean, okay, you know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to change sex, but apparently with boys turning into girls, they get silicone implants and they take these pills to make them lose their hair or something, facial hair or something like that. And then they have the penis cut off or turned inside out or something. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I don't really want to know the ins and outs of it. But they sort of make a vagina and so that it's a girl. But that's fine. But I mean, I'm saying, do you know that everybody has a mirror reflection? Everybody has another head. Everybody has another head. When you look in the mirror, right? When you look in the mirror, see your head in the mirror, yeah? You see your head in the mirror. Now, what sex is your mirror? You don't know, do you? You might be a boy in the body, and your mirror might well be a girl. Your reflection of you. Your mirror is the reflection of you. It's the opposite of you almost. Yes? Your left side is your mirror's right side. Your right side is the mirror's left side. Yes? So your mirror is basically your opposite. So exactly your opposite. So I suppose if you're a girl and you look in the mirror, it's a boy. And if you're a boy and you look in the mirror, it might be a girl. You know? Meet each other. And then you can swap penis and... If you met your head, which is probably a girl if you're a boy, or a boy if you're a girl maybe. Because your mirror tends to be the one vanity one who looks at you, doesn't it? If you looked at your mirror, it's funny though, when you look in your mirror, right? Okay, you see your own body in the mirror, but then you might imagine your mirror, or you might imagine your body as a girl or whatever, something like that. So you look in your mirror, right? And you see the opposite of you, your head, but reflected at you, the other side of your head. See, I always had my sister kind of thing till she died, but I'll tell you about that as well, sometime. So I mean, she was a girl, I'm a boy, you know, that's a fact. But I would not lose my willy for anyone, I tell you. I'm the doctor, I wouldn't lose my willy for anyone now. I don't want to lose my willy. You can cut yours off, but why don't you, if girls don't like your willy, why don't you find your other head, right? Look for your reflection. Look for your other head, right? And if you're a girl, your other head's probably a boy. And if you're a boy, your other head's probably a girl. Might well be. Not always, sometimes. Sometimes your boy looks in the mirror and it's another boy. If a girl looks in the mirror, it's another girl. But it's not you. You do not see yourself in the mirror. You don't see you in the mirror. You might see yourself in the mirror. Yourself might be a reflection or the opposite of you. You see. But you're not your mirror. And believe me, I've seen loads of boys wanking in front of the mirror several times, been watching. Nah. Oh man. Tell you about that later. But what I'm saying is, like, I know Quentin Crisp was a really girly boy, sort of thing. Bet he was a boy. Boy George, he was. Did you know when Boy George first got famous with Culture Club, people were asking, is it a boy or is it a girl? Because no one used to sort of like, you know, sort of, he was the first one to really sort of like, gender bender. It No, in fact, there was this guy in Mud who was a gender bender as well. Now, Boy George wasn't the first gender bender, really. Do you remember Mud, Tiger Feet, and all that? There was a gender bender with that. David Bowie was a gender bender, wasn't he? Yeah, David Bowie used to dress up as a woman sometimes in one of his videos. He's got some of them. David Bowie was a bit of a trans guy, wasn't he? He used to dress up in women's clothes, and he used to dress up really flamboyant and wear lots of makeup, actually. David Bowie did, so he was quite famous for it. And there was the guy in, there was whole bands and stuff. Oh, fucking hell, gender bending has been going on forever, man. Especially in rock and roll, actually. Well, I suppose in the 60s, mainly it started. No, I suppose, yeah. Gender bending started in the 60s, hippie stuff, wasn't it? That's when guys used to start dressing up like girls and girls used to dress up like guys and stuff. And the hippie thing. Do you remember the hippie thing when everybody used to sort of dress as how they wanted to? Some blokes wore dresses, some girls, it's sort of like whatever. I miss the hippie side of things, man. Everyone was a lot cooler and having a lot more fun. And kind of like, it didn't matter whether you were gay, straight, transsexual or whatever, God knows. First bloke who ever fucked me was a bloody drag queen. It was a fucking, I don't know, what do you call it? Transvestite, drag queen. Not a transvestite, because I don't know, yeah, it was, yeah. It was, that's right, Stephanie. Did you know, first time I met Stephanie, she was in drag. Oh, she was beautiful, Stephanie. 1992, I think it was, 91, I think, in the Spotted Bull. Who remembers the Spotted Bull? But you were wearing this blue, I think you were wearing your blue, do you remember the blue satin dress you wore, Stephanie? He wore a blue satin dress. He used to wear this beautiful blue satin dress. Absolutely beautiful. And sort of a wig, I think, as well, didn't he? A black wig or something. Fucking gorgeous guy. Anyway, he was out of drag when he shagged me. That's why I like these flat caps, you see. That's how I got into the flat caps. He was wearing one of the flat caps and a leather jacket when he flapped me. It was beautiful. Beautiful guy. Anyway, yeah. But I'm just saying, it's like, I don't know. Instead of, if you want to change, what you do, what I'd like to know is what do you do when you cut off a bloke's dick, the cock? What do you do with the cock? Do you actually cut it off, or do you sort of like turn it into a vagina or whatever? So I was wondering, what about transplants? What about penis transplants? So, like, if a bloke wanted to be a girl and a girl wanted to be a boy, you could I don't suppose you could transplant a vagina, could you? No, you probably couldn't transplant a vagina. But I'm saying, you could sort of give the penis to the girl. I don't know how this fucking transgender thing works. I don't want to try it. Anyway, apparently Doctor Who's gone a girly now, isn't he? Something, I think it's getting a bit silly, but I don't know, it's just the way things are, isn't it? Some boys like being girls, some girls like being boys. Some guys are straight, some girls are straight. Some guys are bisexual. Some girls are bisexual. Some boys are gay. Some girls are gay. Some people want to be different sex. I mean, I don't know. Beyond me. I just like being a queer fucker. Sometimes, I'm 52 now. It's true. 52. Sometimes I feel just like a teenage boy. So it's true. I'm 52 now. And sometimes I feel just like a teenage boy. I just don't know where I'm going to find one at this time of night. I said sometimes I feel just like a teenage boy. I'm 52 years old. I said I'm 52 years old. I said sometimes I feel just like a teenage boy. I just don't know where I'm going to find one at this time of night.